Disney has had 5 movies this year cross $1 billion. 5 movies this year. This is one of the reasons why Fox, I think, is dead. Right. And I know I don't want to say that out loud. I don't want to sit there and naysay, I was supportive of this acquisition. I was supportive of this merger because I thought that Disney would do the smart thing of trying to, move all of their adult properties over to Fox because it's running as a vertical to Walt Disney Studios, kind of like, what CBS and Paramount were to Viacom up until the merger. And then they would be handling more of the R-rated fare, like a new, Alien movie, Predator movie, a Die Hard movie, something along those lines. I don't think that's the case anymore because when you have a studio that crosses 5 movies in 1 year, and we're only 8.5 months in, and they hit $1 billion for 5 of those movies, one of them now the highest grossing film of all time, there's no way they're coming back from that. There's no way they're coming back from that. Not at all. Now it says here that Disney Pixar's Toy Story 4 it finally crossed the $1 billion mark, putting Disney in an atmosphere that no other major studio has touched, having 5 picks gross over $1 billion in a single year. It is projected that Frozen 2 and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker later this year will bring that count to a mind-boggling 7 titles. Good luck to any rival in town, whoever dreams of surpassing that milestone, especially since Disney has all the goods when it comes to brands. And that's actually true. That's actually true. I know Disney jumped through all the legal hoops in the world to not be a monopoly, but it is starting to feel like when it comes to movie theaters, they are a monopoly. I spent 14 years working in movie theaters off and on, right? And I love the industry. I love working boots on the ground, meeting the people, seeing the films. I love all that stuff. But it's either Disney or bust at this point. Some movies do really well. The vast majority don't. So movies that were experimental that we might get to see, outside of maybe lower budget, under 30 mil horror films, we ain't get to see much. Now, other rival major studios have admitted defeat for many years to come, especially after they gobbled up Fox. Disney could do half the business that they're doing this year and still beat their nearest rival studio at the box office. Warner Brothers, that said, sources around town believe that this is the most fierce year against Disney at the box office due to the fact that they're launching the streaming service Disney Plus in November. Disney's plethora of tentpoles this year is literally like one big advertisement for their streaming service. If you want to see all these $1 billion grossing picks in the future, go to Disney Plus. Yeah, they're cornering the market. They're going to corner the market on streaming. And that's honestly why, and I've said this before, it's honestly why I feel like Netflix is going to team up with Paramount. Right? Paramount, Viacom. Viacom's going to smooth, they're going to slide in to Netflix's DMs and be like, yo, what up, girl? You want to take on the House of Mouse? You want to get down and dirty with it? I think it's going to happen because they're going to have to. I mean, no one is going to be able to do this. No one is going to be able to do this. I mean, look at this here. Other picks to fly past the $1 billion for Disney this year are Captain Marvel. I don't know how. I know some people like to argue that Disney bought seats. I don't believe that was the case, but at the same time, it's like, Avengers Endgame, $2.795 billion. The Lion King, 1.3, and Aladdin, 1.03. That's just nuts, man. Even Spider-Man Far From Home cracked $1 billion, and that's Disney adjacent, which is one of the reasons why I think at D23 in a couple of days, we're going to get the announcement for Spider-Man. I think they're going to do it there. It's just insane that these movies are pulling in as much as they are. It's insane that Disney is making the money that it is. And it's insane that we're not going to see this go away. It doesn't matter if Galaxy's Edge is a bore fest right now. It doesn't matter. People are going to go. People are still going to the theaters. And as they make their way further into China and establish a strong, nostalgic foothold in the Middle Kingdom, which, make no mistake, they are doing, we're going to see more movies tailored for that audience than ever before. Because the 1 billion people in China that could potentially become massive investors into these movies in regards to the box office is going to be where a lot of things go. And I know that on paper versus reality, it's entirely different due to the way the system works. But there's 320 million Americans, over 1 billion Chinese. I mean, that is going to eventually become the domestic marketplace, and we're going to become the international market. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. And Disney, straight up, is going to be leading the charge on that. Mark my damn words.